Hello everyone, it's me Oля here. You're welcome to my channel. It has been a while since I have uploaded a new video. I'm hoping that you are all safe and sound in this difficult for all of us time. And I was surprised because I thought that I made a video about months, because today I want to talk to you about months. I was sure that I have a video like that, but apparently I haven't uploaded it. And you know what, after thinking, that's a good thing, because today we are ready already to play with cases. And in order to say in some months, like in January, in February, in April, whatever, in Ukrainian we must use locative case, місцевий відмінок, and that would be a wonderful chance to practice. And I wanted to make this video a little bit, fancier, because there is nothing easier for you who is learning Ukrainian to just go to Google Translate and translate the names of the months. It's easy. But I also wanted to tell you in the last part of this video, where do the names of the months come from, because they are obviously deriving from the basic Ukrainian, very commonly used words. Some of them aren't that common, because obviously the names of the months are old names, are old nouns. So yeah, now I'm going to just say the names of the months, and then we are going to do something more advanced. Okay, so January, січень, січень, січень. February, лютий, 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 лютий. March, березень, 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 березень. April, квітень, 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 квітень. May, травень, 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 травень. June, червень, 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 червень. July, липень, 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 липень. August, серпень, 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 серпень. September, вересень, 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 вересень. October, жовтень, 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 жовтень. November, листопад, 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 листопад. December, грудень, 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 грудень. And as I said in the beginning of the video, in Ukrainian, most commonly we use the name of months in locative case, місцевий відмінок, in order to say in January, in February, in March, in December, whatever. So in order to say in the months you want to say, we would use the conjunction u or v. It's the same conjunction, just different shapes of it, and these guys are interchangeable. I would rather use u, because the names, all names of months in Ukrainian pretty much start with a consonant. So it's better for them to be mixed, vowel, consonant, because saying a couple of consonants in a row might be harsh and might sound harsh and not as pretty as it could be if you are changing vowels and consonants. So in order to say in January, we would say у січні, у січні. So nominative січень, but locative у січні. In February, у лютому, у лютому. Nominative лютий, but in February, у лютому, locative case. In March, у березні, у березні, березень, березні. In April, у квітні, у квітні, квітень, квітні, квітень nominative, у квітні locative. In May. У травні. У травні. У травні. Травень nominative. У травні locative. In June. У червні. У червні. Червень, but у червні locative. July. In July. У липні. У липні. Липень nominative, but у липні locative. У серпні. Серпень, but у серпні. У серпні. In August. In September. У вересні. У вересні. Вересень nominative, but у вересні locative. In October. У жовтні. У жовтні. So, жовтень, but у жовтні. In November. У листопаді. У листопаді. In December. У грудні. Грудень у грудні. Листопад у листопаді. Okay, and now as I promised in the beginning of the video, let's talk about the origins of these names, like where do they come from. And the first one, січень, January, there are two versions where it comes from. It's either from the word combination from the phrase січе сніг, which means the snow, like windy kind of snow is falling, so has to do with snowfall, or there was a trade that was called січа, that comes from the verb сікти, to cut. So basically people were cutting the leftovers of the harvest in the field, so in order to prepare the soil, to work on it in spring. Okay, next ones would be easier. Лютий, February, comes from the adjective лютий, which means fierce, basically the most fierce month in a year. March, березень, comes from the noun береза. Береза means birch tree. April, квітень, comes from the noun квітка, which means flower. May, травень, comes from the noun трава, which means grass. June, червень, comes from червоний, an adjective that means red, basically because the fruit, like cherries and I don't know what else, apples, they are ripen and they turn red. July, липень, comes from the name of the tree, the linden tree, because those trees are blossoming in July, and the air smells amazing when they do. August, серпень, comes from the noun серп, which means sickle, the tool that helps people harvest wheat, for instance, because that's exactly the time when people were harvesting wheat. They still do, but they don't use sickle as much anymore. September, вересень, comes from the name of the plant. I think it's called heather in English. In Ukrainian, it's верес. Верес. So from верес comes вересень. Жовтень, I guess many of you guessed already, comes from the adjective жовтий, that means yellow, and that's because the leaves on the trees are turning yellow. November, листопад, comes exactly, we have exact same noun in Ukrainian. It's listopad, means the falling of leaves, or defoliation, I guess is the smart word for saying this, basically because the leaves are falling down from the trees. Okay, and the last one is грудень, and it's also interesting. It comes from the noun грудка, as if a pile of soil or pile of snow, or a little lump is also грудка. So it's called like that because the roads, they were of soil back in the day, and they were ruined by rains already, and after autumn rains in December they would freeze, and there would be, you know, these piles of soil that made it really hard, almost impossible to move on a road like that using any means of transportation that people used back in the day. And apparently it was significant enough for people to you know, to call the months after these piles of frozen soil that wouldn't let them move. And that makes sense, and I am feeling them. Thankfully, we don't have those kind of roads anymore, although in Ukraine, some parts of them are still like that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed filming it for you. And if you have any video ideas or suggestions or any questions, please do not hesitate and leave them in the comments section down below. I will be waiting for them. Okay, that's it. I'm wishing you good luck with your study and hoping that you are having a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye.